So my first involvement of what I remember with BalancePlus was, I believe it was the fall of '97. Our team had switched sliders. We were still using a different manufacturer's shoe at the time, but we had switched to this new product that we had heard a lot about here in Ontario, which was the shoe that had the hole in it that increased balance was the theory. And so we got our first pair of first equipment from BalancePlus in fall of '97, and used those sliders at the Olympic trials and on to the Olympics. And the company, I believe at the time, it was only about a year old. So this was all new. And I personally probably had my first pair of shoes '99, 2000. It was a very similar shoe to the one I'm using now, and the technology in the shoe has remained virtually the same. A good solid support quality shoe with that similar slider on it and the holes. But so that's when 2000 would have been right when I moved from playing with Mike. I actually remember the first tournament, oddly enough, that I played with BalancePlus shoes, and that was right when I had switched from playing with Mike Harris and then onward to playing with Glenn. And those first 4 years with Glenn, we all used BalancePlus equipment and shoes at the time, but there was no brooms. It wasn't till 04, 05, I think, when BalancePlus came out with the new what's revolutionary now, and it really changed the sport with the new material and product they were using for these brooms. And our team, actually, we were the first team. They were actually demos that we were using before they had actually started to be sold to the public. So I remember that the first spiel was the shorty spiel that year, and we had those brand new brooms. It was pretty exciting, actually, I think, for the whole curling world to see this new product come out. And that's one thing that one of the reasons why our team has always been associated with BalancePlus. It's the innovation, and you always knew that you were never compromising for appearance. It was always about the quality, and it was always you always knew you were using the best product, and that was reassuring. And if it wasn't, then we would be right back here in the shop working with them, and if there was something that was a little off, it would always be made right away. So that working with a company and people like that is it's pretty special. You don't have that in all industry. So after the brooms, I think we were also the first team to utilize the new handwear that was developed, and we were a part of that as well. So Team Howard has really been at the beginning of almost all the product lines here at BalancePlus, onward into the pants that were developed in maybe '09, 2010, and we're looking forward to the next great thing that comes out of this company, and we're looking forward to being a part of that. Obviously, all the new equipment that comes out of BalancePlus, I mentioned about the quality. One thing that always struck me as really strange within the high performance curling world is when you see teams that are associated with companies, but yet they choose to use BalancePlus product. And you still see this even at the highest end, where so many Olympic champions and world champions, most of them, they go towards the BalancePlus shoe, and they stick with the BalancePlus shoe, yet they sort of sell themselves out and let other companies use their name. And I always get a chuckle out of that, where if you want to put your name behind something, why wouldn't it just be with the best company and the company that you choose to use? So one of the great things about being a part of Team Howard was we never had to do that. That was never a choice that we had to, or a trade-off, if you will, that we had to make, where we always had the confidence that we were using the best product, and we didn't really have to compromise ourselves that way. So you still see it, though. Lots of these high-level players, they wear the BalancePlus shoe, and then you might have a different manufacturer's broom or shirt or glove or whatever it might be, but they don't want to fool around with their slides.